Right, hello guys, and welcome to the review of Kerblam and oh sorry, that's me. I'll mute myself on YouTube, otherwise you'll be hearing myself on delay again. Well, it's been a long time. But I'm back, and also, a little update. Ben hopes to be back for the review of the finale, which is in a couple of weeks. So he hopes to be back for that. But until then, he's behind the camera, I suppose, trying to get everything sorted for his film. So we wish him all the luck and all the best with that. And can't wait to have him back. Right, so yes, it's yes, Demons of the Punjab. Yeah, the episode just escaped my mind, the other one. So yeah, I'll do Demons of the Punjab first. My good mate Chloe Hickson is with me again. So yeah, so you really enjoyed it, didn't you? Last time we had a good laugh, definitely.
Oh yeah, especially when my animals joined it.
Oh yeah. Animal Farm. Right, so first, we'll do about Demons of the Punjab. So that was a really good episode. It's become one of my favourite of the series so far. And it's written by this writer called Vinny Patel, and I'm glad Chibnall has took his foot off the gas a little bit because he was writing far too much. So it's nice he handed it over to a new writer. All the cast, their performances are absolutely brilliant in that one. Jodie, she's brilliant as ever. She's a really fantastic doctor. She's just great, isn't she?
Oh yeah. Can't picture anyone else, really.
Yeah. She's quite like Peter Davison and David Tennant and Matt Smith, probably those three doctors, probably. So she's got traces of them both, and maybe a little bit of Troughton in there as well. So yeah, this episode is set in partition, so 1947. Now I didn't know much about this. So actually, it's good that Doctor Who is sort of educating us, like the Rosa Parks episode, which, apart from that modern pop music at the end, which Ben did agree that it ruined the scene. I don't know what you think. Please say in the comments below what your thought of that was. But this episode was brilliant. So it basically was about
it was about Unveen, really, wasn't it?
Yes. About Pakistan and it's escaped me.
No, I got my notes in front of me.
Okay, thank you very much.
I'll just write it down.
It always helps. So yeah, Pakistan and what was the other country? Oh dear.
I didn't write that one down. So.
Okay. Right. Well, I'll find it. I'll find it now. But it's set in partition and in the partition, and it was really good. Right. Let me just.
I really like it that Doctor's gone back to its educational view.
Yes, because that is what original creator Sidney Newman wanted to be in the 60s. That was the oh, what's the word? I don't know. Oh God. That was the premise. That's it. Yeah, the original idea of Doctor Who was to be educational as well as entertaining, and I really like this. In fact, because I didn't really know about the border. Yes, it was about the Pakistan and India in the border. Thank you, Doctor Who Wiki, the TARDIS data core. It's always a good website. That. So yeah. So it starts off with Yaz is in the flat with her family. So her nanny Umbream, who is just a brilliant character. She's such a warm and got a good sense of humor as well. Like she, I love it at the end, going backwards or forwards even, wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. That she laughed because she thought Sheffield was exotic. I thought that was really funny. We get to see Nadja again, who's Yaz's mother, and she's like a more calmed down version of Jackie, I think, Rose's mum, or that's certainly what I get. So it's really interesting because in this episode, you think that the aliens are the bad guys. However, it's not them. It's actually a normal person who is on the side of politics. If how you put it, Manish, who is one of the young Nadja's family, and he basically wants to create a border between Pakistan and India.
It's interesting that you brought the whole world, because I've actually thought about the title that you can take it two ways.
Demons of the Punjab.
Yeah, because hang on, let me just have a look, scan through my notes before I just load the stuff. My head's not working very well.
No, that's all right.
So I've just said about that the real villain behind this adventure is prejudice itself and the pressing anxieties that humans have no choice but to wrestle with.
Oh, good words. I like that.
An impressionable young man to kill his own brother.
Yeah.
So I said about there is enough evidence to show that the worst villains in history are in fact humans. And it has been a common trend throughout this entire series.
It has, yeah.
That the humans were the demons in the town spoke of, or was it the Vajarians who were obviously aliens?
Yeah.
I really want to know, because it's quite an interesting concept to have to think who's the monster, if you will.
Yeah.
In this episode, is it the humans or is it the aliens? To me, it's the humans.
Yes. I think I thought it would be the aliens. I mean, that's certainly what they implied. But no, that's when the great twist comes in, that it's Manish who is really behind all this.
It's like I want to see more of the Bajarians, because I think they're a really compelling base for the series that they've given us. And with them being these deadly assassins that the Doctor has apparently known about,
yes,
I want to see them as assassins, like in a prequel sort of thing going on.
Yes. I'd like to see them back. In fact, they reminded me of. Did you ever see the Sarah Jane Adventures episode "Death of the Doctor" with the Shan Sheaf in? They reminded me of the Shan Sheaf because they were sort of. Well, the Shan Sheaf, they were the opposites because they were saying that they were respecting the dead, but they wanted them actually dead. However, these are the opposites, so they don't actually kill, but they actually just respect death, really. Yeah. Which I think is it's a nice thing, actually. You know, that you don't die alone. It's
like great to have passionate aliens.
yeah,
It's really nice.
definitely. And yeah, I'd love to see them back, and I think there's a few like I think the Stenza. I'd quite like to see them back again as well.
Yeah, because I'm a bit confused about where they actually are, teacher, because I've actually wrote a bit about them as well in my notes. If I'm like to tell you about them.
Yeah, okay.
Hang on, let me go to my bit. Right, so I said about that the story arcs that they've given us, Christian was said about no story arcs, but what about the Stens and the Timeless Child? Because they're clearly story arcs.
Well, yeah, but they haven't been mentioned or hinted since episode 2, have they?
Yeah. No, that's the thing. It's like, what the hell? Because it's like I've asked here that is Chris saving them for the end of the series or an even later date?
Yeah.
Put into them, no. So why dangle them in our face to begin with? It's just a bit. Yeah, I mean, it's just.
Yeah, and exactly what Ben was saying to me. I mean, he clearly thought that the Stenza was the arc, but they've not been mentioned since, and yeah, it's really baffled him as well. I think all Doctor Who fans are a bit baffled. I mean, is Chris got something up his sleeve for the series finale? I really hope so, because without a series arc, the finale is going to be really bland, and I'm not really excited for the finale at all.
Yeah, it's like I'm still enjoying Doctor Who. But
oh, great! The series has been fantastic. Jodie is brilliant.
But without a story arc, I just feel like it's sort of lacking something, if you know what I mean.
Yes. However,
other episodes like this,
yeah.
They feel like I don't know what the right word is without saying, something awkward or someone saying it the wrong way. But yeah, I just feel with the other episodes because I love like Jodie and Ben, but just the way Chris is handling it doesn't really scream like he's doing it properly, if you know what I'm trying to.
Yeah, I get you. It's also worth pointing out that this is not, if this does turn out to have no series arc, it's not the first time Doctor Who said no series arc. In fact, the classic series didn't really have an arc as such until The Key of Time, which was in the Tom Baker years, with the Black Guardian and all that stuff. So it's not new for Doctor Who, but it's new for this new era of Doctor Who, and it's a bit dull, it's a bit plain if they don't have the series arc. And
yeah, exactly, that's what I'm trying to say.
But obviously for classic fans, well, they'll love it because they didn't have much arcs at all. So yeah, it's interesting that Chris is actually he used to watch the classic series, so I think with him putting education back to it and perhaps no series arcs, I think he's made it because he's a fan of the classic series, and maybe he's not a fan of the new series. But of course, he can't ignore stuff like the Time War and stuff like that from the new incarnation of the series.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's my idea. Now, Demons of the Punjab, it is quite a serious episode, but there is quite fun, there is, in it. I think there's not been a Doctor Who stories this series that's not been too serious. I mean, they've all had a bit of comedy in it. Like, for example, the Doctor requests oil, tree bark, saucepans, ox spit, a biscuit, and chicken poo. She uses them to make demon repellent. Oh, goodness me. So, yeah, there's some great comedy moments in this, and yeah, like I said, I really, really enjoyed this episode, and it's powerful, but it's really brilliant. And what I didn't realize is that at the end credits, it's actually a rearrangement of the Doctor Who theme. Because I must admit, I was ranting at the TV for not having the Doctor Who theme tune at the end credits. But it wasn't until somebody pointed it out on YouTube that it was actually a rearrangement of the theme. So,
I think it's a clever Punjabian or something like. I don't want to tell you. Do you know what I mean? It's like their version of it. And
yeah.
I haven't come back to this sound of it. I'm trying.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not people my head's not in it.
No, that's fine. And it's an interesting here that we were talking about the aliens. This also, it's just reminded me of Twice Upon a Time. See, we all thought that Testimony were the aliens, but, well, Twice Upon a Time is complicated if you've seen it. But the point is that Jodie's doctor believed that the aliens intended to kill, but they didn't. And that is like Twice Upon a Time, because Testimony and Harmony were meant to be sort of respecting the dead, having their memories. Yeah. So yeah, it was a bit like Twice Upon a Time. I'd completely forgotten about that. So that's a really interesting point. No. So I'm wondering if that this Chibnall's theme of having humans and sort of having twists, I wonder if, because he would have talked to Moffat when Series 10, when the production was going on, because he told him some of his ideas. So I'm wondering where Moffat basically set that idea up in Twice Upon a Time. Yeah, I'm wondering, because technically that you could count that as the end of Series 10 or the beginning of Series 11, maybe. So yeah, it's interesting. Once again, I'm going to talk about Sagan Akinola's music. He's just brilliant. His music, I don't know about you, Chloe, but it hits in all the right moments. When it needs to be sad and quiet, it does. When it's running and fast, and it's just perfect for the scene. His music is brilliant, and I think we'll all want to alter the Series 11 soundtrack. There's still a few episodes to go, but it's still looking good. And I thought I'd miss Murray Gold, but in my opinion, I think he's better than Murray Gold. I think.
Nah, I'm the respectfully, I'm the opposite.
Oh, okay.
But I don't handle change that well, so it's kind of one of them.
Oh, okay.
And I think I might need to warm up to him first, to, you know.
Yeah, in the words of Mr. Golden, Once Upon a Time, change is inevitable, slow and painful.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God, that's the second time I've mentioned Once Upon a Time. But I suppose Doctor and Once Upon a Time, they do have lots of similarities. So, and
I must have that effect on you, mate.
What do you say? Sorry.
I must have that effect on you.
Oh yeah.
Once upon a time alert.
Oh God. So okay, I know you prefer Murray Gold, but has the music fit the scene perfectly? Do you think the music has been really good in this series?
Hang on. Sorry, Jin went down the wrong hole, sorry.
I thought you said Jin went down the wrong hole.
Oh no, I think I needed to drink yesterday, but I'm alright today.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you said Jin. Oh. Right, okay.
Sorry about that.
Well, as long as you don't spill it over the computer, otherwise, bang.
No, if anything, it went on my leg.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh dear. All right, back to business.
Yes, back to right. So,
Question again,
the question was
sorry.
Sega Nakanola. Do you think his music is really fitting into the scene? Do you like his music, even though you do prefer Murray Gold, of course?
I like some tracks in this particular episode. Yeah, I thought it was quite good actually.
Yeah, I just love his score. It fit the scene so perfectly, and it's really good in my opinion. But each to their own, of course. Yeah. So So I did you know that was a special arrangement of the Doctor Who theme at the time? But it didn't help that BBC One announcer was speaking all over it. So
Oh, I had to, at first I was I was a little confused because I was like, why is it going a bit quiet?
yes,
I thought my TV was playing up. But then I had to check on it again and I was like, this is definitely not Who theme, but they've changed it slightly. So I had a look online and it came up then.
yeah. So while we're sort of on the halfway point to Series 11, what do you think of the 13th Doctor's TARDIS? At least it's not so dark. They've really lit it up. They've improved the lighting.
We've got to see the TARDIS in a few episodes, but we've not really got to see like the inside for that many episodes. So I'm quite disappointed in that factor. But the TARDIS interior itself, I'm gonna have to get used to it, of course. But I do like some aspects to it.
Yeah, Ben was saying to me he misses the classic time rotor he does, moving up and down rather than those crystals.
Yeah, well, the crystals thing in the jig, I don't even know the technical word. They do move up and down, but I don't like the look of the crystals. So I find that a bit.
Yeah, Ben.
I mean, they might make it look like the sonic screwdriver. You know what I mean? To make it look.
Yes.
Like the sonic. That's what my original thought was.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's got to grow on me. I'll say. I think that's about it.
Yeah. Ben agreed as well. I don't think he's too keen on the new TARDIS. Really, I think what they've done is they've got the 9th and 10th Doctor's TARDIS, got some stuff from the skip, and literally just put it all together. Yeah. It's not a great TARDIS in my opinion, but
I'm just glad it's not pink because when them originally came out when you leave, it looked like pink.
Yes.
Pink, but it's not as pink as what it looked.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh god, this is really, really girly.
Yes, I'd be horrified. I would. You know
what I mean?
That would be too far. No. That I think lots of fans will agree with you. I don't mind the Doctor being a woman. Jodie is brilliant, but if they make it too girly, then that is going to really put me off watching it.
People tend to forget that the Doctor, even though he's she, in the confusion.
Oh god, that sounded quite awkward then.
No, yeah, tell me about it. It's an alien, and she's like, even though she has a female body, a human body, well, looks human, there's an alien underneath it all, and yeah, she can be whatever, anything really.
Yes.
So, I think that's what people tend to forget.
Yes, I suppose.
Just because like we get so used to the character, and then when it comes to change, and then it's a big change, like obviously for the generation we have now.
Yeah.
It is a big giant shock, but for some obviously like us, the shock wore off. But for others, they're still pretty bluntly complaining.
Oh yeah. Well, there'll always be people complaining.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say about it, really. Because yeah, they're just complaining about nothing. To tell you the truth.
Chibnall needs to really improve, though. He does, I think.
Oh yeah, oh dear.
Yeah, I mean, I am glad Moffat's gone because those complicated plots that they were too often. Really, there was no really simple Moffat episodes, really. So I'm glad Moffat's gone, but Chibnall really needs to make a step up. He does.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of his episodes at all.
No, however. Kerblam is written by Pete McTine, and he has said that all of his television writing career has been to try write an episode for Doctor Who, and he's a fan. And that's what we like. A writer who knows the show, who has lots of passion for it. Chris has even been on record on the 50th year, 2013, saying he didn't want the showrunner role. So, yeah, and of course that there is rumours that he could be going after Series 12, but they're rumours, of course. So, right, anyway, so Demons of the Punjab ends with, it is quite a sad ending. Manish shoots, what's the other man's name? It's escaped me. Pardon? Clem? Oh, Prem. sorry. Prem. That's it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes, that's it. Clem. Prem. Sorry. Oh, dear. There'll be definitely a bloopers show, I think. Yeah. Well, at least it's not me and Ben bursting into laughter as on a few streams ago. God, that seems ages ago since me and Ben did not the Ghost Monument and Rosa. That's it. Yeah, that seems a really long time ago now. Right, so right on to Kerblam then. And this is not a bad episode at all. I quite enjoyed it. It had lots of callbacks to a few callbacks to old Doctor Who episodes. So, and the cast were just brilliant. So, this episode is basically about the Doctor and her friends landing at this place called Kerblam, which is basically like a space Amazon. And they sort of go in disguise and work there, basically. But they realize something is not right. And they don't know what yet. And it turns out that the boxes, if you pop the bubble wrap, you explode, basically. So you go Kerblam. Yeah.
I will let that joke slide.
Yeah. One of my favourite moments is at the beginning. For fans of the 11th Doctor, this is what this shows, that Series 11 is for the new fans, but it's also for the ones that have stayed ever truthfully loyal to Doctor Who. And we see Jodie, we see the Doctor get a package, and we find that it's affairs. So yeah, I really liked that moment, especially because she's so similar to Smith. Really, it's
Yeah, I did like that callback. That the Doctor's going to buy you could always buy it first, but
yes, apparently that was a line in the Big Bang, I think, which I can't remember every single line. What did you say? Sorry.
I shared it on my group on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
But I have mistaken as that. The me being picky.
Yeah, I love it when the Doctor just is like an excited kid with that's just drunk lots of coke. Say, it's the Kerblam man. Yeah, it's.
And then just like he does making sounds now.
Yeah, that's quite funny. I still don't like Bradley Walsh, but Graham is a great character. He's so like Ian from Ian and Barbara. He's really like that sort of grandfather figure in the TARDIS. I mean, well, he is a grandfather, but
Yeah, it's nice to have though.
yes, because
It's difficult. Hang on. Sorry, I've got a dog on the knee.
oh, okay, because usually if it's been the Doctor that's been that figure, because the 12th Doctor sort of in series 10 he mellowed and sort of became a very Hartnell-like warm grandfather figure, and series 10 was brilliant. It was apart from the finale, which was a shame. It was a bit rushed, but anyway, yeah, series 10 is done now. So back to series 11, back to the present. So so Graham basically works mopping the floor while the Doctor and Yaz help with the parcels. And Graham meets a guy called Charlie who is in love with Kira, that's it. Yes, that's it. Yeah, and it's actually really quite cruel this when the robot workers say to Kira, you've got a reward for good work, and then she pops the bubble wrap, and then yeah, that's quite dark, that is. Yeah,
I did hate that because obviously she said earlier on in the episode that she never got any present from anyone, and the joy in her face when they said that she had a present, it was like, oh, no.
Oh yeah,
that was horrible.
That was what a Doctor story should do. A character that you like but doesn't last for very long, and that's the job of a really, really good character, which they really succeeded. I'm sure lots of people adored Kira, and then Kerblam she went. Oh God, I've got to start saying that. There's another callback when Yaz says the Doctor who would want to poke a wasp's nest to see what happens, and she tells them, did she ever tell them the time that she met Agatha Christie, which of course is from The Unicorn and the Wasp, or as I like to call it, Giant Wasp gives us a heart attack. It nearly gives us a heart attack. I mean, obviously, if it gave us a heart attack, then we'd be dead. So, yeah, nearly a heart attack. That's what I meant. Because it didn't actually kill me, of course. Whoops! How words can it can mean completely different. So yeah, there's a nice callback to The Unicorn and the Wasp, and I was talking to Ben on the phone, and he was saying, well, that was good, the callback, because he's not a fan of The Unicorn and the Wasp, and I don't blame him, because I once watched it on Daily Motion with the beginning of the professor in the library, and I remembered because I didn't know this, but wasps and insects see in ultraviolet light, and it's purple. Hey, there's a bit of science here. Oh, I suppose we're doing a bit of education for you as well as Doctor Who. So, I remembered hearing that buzzing, obviously, but I didn't actually think that they would show the wasp. I thought they would just go to the professor and show his screams and then title sequence. So When I saw the wasp, you should have seen me jump out of my skin, and I was like, "Oh, holy moly! I didn't expect you to come there." Yeah, I think I nearly swore then, and you can't blame me because if you just saw a giant wasp out somewhere, I think that you would poo yourself.
Wasps are really scary anyway. Never mind the big one.
Yeah, and not to mention a man just shakily, violently shaking in purple fire and buzzing everywhere. That's yeah. Of course, that'd be a little bit scary.
Having a demonic seizure.
Yeah, he was on fire, literally, I suppose. Yeah. Right. Anyway, enough about Unicorn and the Wasp. Getting distracted with that. And there's another callback now. The Doctor uses Venezian. I can't pronounce it. Karate, basically. What the third Doctor, John Pertwee, and of course the 12th Doctor, Peter Capaldi, also did as well.
Is that the right one?
Pardon?
Evolution Aikido.
Yeah, it's spelled like Venus and Venus and. I think you've got it right.
Yeah, Evolution Aikido.
Evolution Aikido. Okay, I think that's right. So yeah, and one of the teammates, the robots, is called Les. That's quite funny. Robot called Les. Oh, and in this episode, the cast are perfect. Lee Mack. Did you know of Lee Mack before this episode? Have you watched him quite a lot?
I watched Quite Stone Echo, so I know him quite a
lot. Yeah. He's really good on that, isn't he? Well, in Lee Mack's style, such the short time he's in, he just delivers the comedy he does, and he's brilliant. But then we get to see a quite serious side about he and his wife and his daughter, about not seeing them, and about them getting one gift a year, or one gift every few years. I can't exactly remember. Dan, that was his name, was his character. And I thought that was really, really great, because Lee Mack obviously is quite a funny guy and comedian, but yeah, it's fun to show his serious side. And talking about that, well, we have quite a somber ending, apparently. I mean, not apparently, that's exactly the wrong word. We have a quite somber ending when Yaz asks the Doctor if they can take her to Dan's daughter to return to the necklace that Dan gave to Yaz not long before he passed on. Yeah, and I thought, woo, that was quite powerful. Yeah. Yes, and here's another twist. The robot men are not the enemies. It turns out that out of all the people, and I didn't see this coming at all. I really didn't. Out of him being the bad guy, no. But well, yes, he was, because Charlie was the one who did it, the one who'd been killing all these people, and the Doctor gives Charlie one more chance to stop, but no.
I think it's quite a brutal ending, though, isn't it?
It is a brutal ending, yeah, and I really like Jodie really gets to show her emotion in this episode. So when the Doctor looks at the destroyed robot head and recites their motto, "If you want it, Kerblam it." Yeah, that's. I thought this was probably one of her best performances. And Demons of the Punjab came. No. Oh, hang on. It just confused me. I thought the wiki.
Demons of Punjab came first, and it was Kerblam.
Yes. Sorry. Yeah, I got a bit. Yeah. Sorry. The production order. That's what it said.
Yeah.
Should have gone to Specsavers, William. So, what did you think of this episode? Kerblam, that is.
I'm a big fan of it. And I like some elements like the UFO and Wasp, like we were talking about.
Yeah.
I feel like that episode, despite being absolutely terrified of Wasp, but I think in a way that makes it better for me because it has the first actor in it, which obviously should be. But enough for that. But other than that, I don't know. I just it didn't like quite grip me. This one didn't.
Oh, okay.
Which Finders did, but this one.
Yeah, and we'll be doing that next Friday, I think. So yeah. Stay tuned for that, and of course, I've got lots of exciting things coming up on my channel over the Christmas period. More episodes of the debate. In fact, me and Marcus will be live later on my channel on YouTube. So if you're interested in a good debate and rant, well, I won't be ranting, but well, anyway, you know what it is. It does what it says on the tin. So that's the debate, and that's today from 4 o'clock, I think. And of course, next year, of course, don't wish your life away, of course, but next year on the 5th of February, that's a Tuesday, I celebrate 2 years of being on YouTube. 2 years since I started my first video. Well, technically, I like to call this channel Mark II because I was a buffoon and deleted my other channel. Yeah. I don't know why I did that. Silly old fool. Anyway, so I wondered, Chloe, if you wanted to take part in my 2-year bash, sort of. Don't worry, I don't knock myself out. It's not called a bash because of that. Right, sorry. So, yeah, would you be interested in that, taking part in the 2-year bash thing?
I can do, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that'd be great. Ben says he's going to try do it. Obviously, he doesn't know because he's got probably will have a mountain of work to climb then. But hopefully, he says he's going to definitely make it. And yeah, and I'm really happy to also tell you that Chloe will be sticking around in the streams so you won't be getting rid of her easily. She'll be joining me and Ben for the reviews, which I'm really excited and be really great. I think it will add a new dynamic, the three of us. I think, yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'd be really good. And in the new year, what I'm planning to do is actually review Classic Who, so episodes from the Classic series and the new series. So just before we go, Chloe, I wondered if what you thought, because there's been some pictures of the New Year's Day special this year, and Jodie is wearing a scarf. What have you thought of those pictures, or have you not seen them?
Oh yeah, I've seen them. I've shared them on my group, and I've actually asked Nanny if she can make me one.
Yeah, it fits with her costume, doesn't it?
And yeah, it also appears that Joe's got a new coat because it may be the lighting, or it may just be my eyesight, because my eyesight's rubbish. Her coat looks more white than light blue.
Yeah.
Pictures. So it appears that she's got a whole new outfit, because the top, if you actually look at it as well, is actually light blue as well. So she has got a new outfit.
Yeah. And are you excited for the New Year's Day special? There's another picture with the Doctor, Graham, Yaz, Ryan, and Oh, that's everybody. In some sort of, I don't know whether it was a museum, but it had a skull and a clock, and yeah, apparently the synopsis saying an alien across Earth centuries in the new year. So it does sound really intriguing, and well, at least we're getting a festive special, because I think the BBC would really shoot themselves in the foot if they didn't have some sort of special.
I don't know why people are, we're not crying, because crying's not word, but crying over it for them changing the day. It's just nice.
Yeah, because we're still getting a special, and obviously it's been quite a few years since the end of time. You know, I remember sitting down on New Year's Day 2010 and watching David Tennant as he bowed out as the 10th Doctor. What a great episode that was, The End of Time. That's probably one of my favourite Doctor Who Christmas specials. It's just a brilliant episode, it is.
Yeah, I think it'll be great to celebrate New Year's with the Doctor, if you will. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll be good.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting, and yeah, an alien across Earth centuries. What could that be? If it's the Stenza again, that'd be interesting. Ben said he'd quite like to see the Stenza back again. So yeah. Oh, and if yeah, and if you're watching, mate, hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, you'll probably be a bit embarrassed, probably of being mentioned, probably. Well, I'm sure he'll enjoy the honour. He will. Yes, he's just stuck with the weeping angels in a sticky situation. Yeah. Yeah. So, guys, yeah, I think we'll draw this to a close. So yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, Chloe, it's been great again, and yeah, it's been really good to resume the reviews, because obviously over the past few weeks, so it's good to get things back to normal. And with Christmas coming up, I'm really excited about what I'm planning for the channel and for the rest of this. So we've got a few more episodes to go in this series. So are you confident we're gonna go out with a bang? Not us. I meant the series.
Yeah, the big bang. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm hoping so. I'm a bit nervous about certain things, but yeah, it's going good at the minute.
Yeah, and do you think that Chris has got something up his sleeve? Do you think we've all been? Is it going to be something that it is a series arc, but we've just not spotted it? And do you think it's here all along, and then once we see it in the finale, it will start to piece everything together?
Oh, I definitely hope so, because I prefer it having an actual structure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do hope so.
Yeah, and of course, on Sunday, it takes you away. Oh God, what a very awkward title. I was thinking Upper was whether Up, are they going to be in a balloon house? Yeah, it takes you away.
It looks like a wasp or something in the trailer as well.
A wasp?
It looked like it with the trailer, unless I was seeing things or something.
I think you might have been seeing things. I think it was like some wooden wardrobe guy.
I'll have to watch it again and have a nosy.
Yeah. If not, did it look like a giant wasp again, or?
No, to me it looked just like not a small wasp we normally have, but quite a big one, but not as big as the best one.
Okay.
I thought maybe are we going to do the best performers and what they actually were like, because obviously the one that we saw in Unicorn on the Walls didn't act how they normally act.
I just jumped them for no reason. I just Did you just hear that? Did you just hear me jump sort of off my chair? Oh God. So sometimes, yeah. Oh God. Oh, I don't know. Whew. Blimey. So yeah, where was I? So It Takes You Away. So next week we're going to be reviewing The Witchfinders and It Takes You Away, and then when we get to episode 10, it will just be the one because we'll be back in sync with the timelines again. Oh God, I should really stop these jokes. So yeah, so It Takes You Away and the Battle of some planet I can't pronounce. Hey, that'd be a bit of a funny title. The Battle of the Planet I Can't Pronounce. Let me see. Let me see if I can find you the title. It's something. Yeah. So it takes you away. Yeah, I don't think it is going to be a wasp. I don't think. I think it was like this some wooden guy. I think. And what monster lurks in the woods around the cottage? No, that wouldn't be a wasp. That wouldn't fit really. So yeah, I think you may have been. I think what you might have done. Well, maybe you were thinking of the unicorn and the wasp. Maybe.
Apparently, I'm having withdrawal symptoms. I've seen wasps.
Oh God! Right. Okay.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Oh right. So the Battle of Raskol of Kolos sounds an interesting planet. Yeah. So in fact, I'll read you the synopsis of It Takes You Away. So on the edge of a Norwegian fjord. What does it say? Oh, floor. Once again, I'm imagining letters. I'm imagining letters that are not there. That's what I sometimes do. I imagine letters that are not there. I imagined a G and an E. That, oh dear. I think I'll need to have some alphabet soup. So on the edge of a Norwegian fjord. Sounds like fudge. In the present day, the doctor, Ryan, Graham, and Yas discover a boarded up cottage and a girl named Han in need of their help. What has happened here? What monster lurks in the woods around the cottage and beyond? I don't know. This is sounding quite fairy tale-y, and I must admit I'm not keen on the idea of this, but you never know. And we'll read you this. So on the planet of Raskol Av Kolos. Oh, I don't know. We'll wait until the doctor says it. Yeah. Lie the remains of a brutal battlefield. But as the doctor, Graham, Yaz, and Ryan answer 9 separate distress calls, they discover the planet holds far more secrets. Who is the mistress commander with no enemy? What lies beyond the mist? Who or what are the Uks? The answers will lead the doctor and her friends towards a deadly reckoning. Okay. Pardon? It could be the stanza, and if Ben is correct, he will be getting he'll be getting his money. He will, because he.
Don't say that. You're liable to bear actually give him money to get online.
Oh no! I'm not going to give him money. That's just a joke. That was. Right. Anyway. Oh yeah, sorry, I just completely forgot where I was then. Oh dear. Right, I think it's time to end. So yeah, me and Chloe will see you next Friday from what time of the stream's gonna be, sort of?
Around 12ish, I think.
Okay. So okay, yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay. So we'll see. We'll see you then. If you want to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the Lightning Born YouTube channel. I'm just laughing from my jump before that. You just like a shuffle. Oh, blimey.
I actually hear you as well in the background. It was really funny.
Oh God, I'm gonna stop this before it turns into Rosa and the before like when me and Ben were laughing and I was oh God. Right, so yeah. See you next time, guys. Bye.